Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. I'm really looking forward to your reading this week. For whatever reason, I just have this sense of, I can't wait to sit down and do Gemini's reading. So yeah, this week we have a full moon in the sign of Leo happening on the 5th or 6th, depending on where you are in the world. And yeah, this is where the sun is in Aquarius and the moon is in Leo. It's about finding the balance between the Leo and Aquarius energies. I think this will work well for you because Aquarius is an air sign. It will be trining your beautiful Gemini energy, being an air sign, and Leo, usually Leo sextiles your energy, so it has a positive aspect to Gemini. So you might find that you kind of find that you get on with Leos or the Leo energy in some way, shape or form. Not necessarily all the time, but let's see. So we're going to pull a card for the full moon and see what message is coming in, because full moons affect you 5 days, well, 3 to 5 days before or 3 to 5 days afterwards. So this is going to be really affecting this reading. So let's see what is coming in with Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about message for around the full moon energy for Gemini? What is coming through? Okay. Ooh, you got 2. We like it. Okay. The Nightingale. I love this energy for you, Gemini, because the Nightingale speaks, it's about communicating something very beautiful, something that has been deep inside of you. So there's a beautiful communication. Oh, and the turtle. We love it. And so the Nightingale is the element of air and the turtle is, yeah, the element of water. It's about doing something that feels good for your soul. So sometimes the Nightingale can be something that's been hidden within, or something that's laid dormant for a while, or just, yeah, it's kind of got this sense of it exists at night. You know, it's singing to the moon, but it's a beautiful intuitive message that's coming through, or communication that's coming in. It feels intuitively right, what it is that you want to express at this moment in time. And with the turtle energy, when the turtle flows through the ocean, this is where it's feeling at home. And it finds those warm currents, things can move faster, things can go with the flow. So this could be emotions, it could be your intuition, it could be creativity as well. It's this sense of really expressing something that feels good for your soul. So yeah, beautiful energy to come through for you, Gemini. Let's pull another card just as to reiterate this message. But what I love about Nightingale as well, as you can see, I'll just hold it up again, that the message is coming out in this beautiful white light. It's got this lovely high vibration connected to it. And I feel like, you know, a lot of this, we are going to talk about Venus in Pisces a little in a sec when we come to this reading. Oh, look, more water, 8 of shells. The beautiful starfish is here. Now, I like this because the star typically is the card that represents Aquarius, but this is the starfish in water. So it's about being guided by your emotions, about what you're feeling inside. So that's something that's really important. We've got quest and renewal. All starfishes are unique, so it's connecting to that Aquarius energy of your uniqueness, your originality as well, something that feels unique and original to you that wants to come out and be expressed. But it's this beautiful sense of whatever it is that you need to either creatively express or get off your chest, or maybe this is just singing in the shower, whatever it can be here. And just doing something that feels good for your soul, it has this sense of renewal with it as well, which is really beautiful. So, yeah, lovely. And I feel like this is kind of the balance between a lot of the Leo and Aquarius energies, which is Aquarius is very more collective, humanitarian-based, community-based, and very much kind of very rational. It's all about what's going on inside your mind, whereas Leo is the heart as well, expressing something beautiful from the heart. So we're seeing a lot of that like energy that potentially something's been illuminated by the full moon here of the Nightingale. Beautiful, talking about the full moon. The beautiful full moon came in. And so something was being illuminated where it's like you're either going to feel like being really creative or feel like expressing yourself in some way, shape or form. So, yeah, absolutely lovely. So we're going to talk about, and this potentially could be the start of some kind of transformative energy that comes through with the Death card. So trust spirit is leading you in the direction. So it feels very like I said, it's very intuitive and gentle and lovely and beautiful, almost poetic is kind of the feeling I'm getting here with it. So speaking of those kind of transcendent energies, Venus, the planet of love, money, relationships, what you're attracted to, how you express yourself, your love language. We're seeing here with the Nightingale, perhaps this is a love language that's coming out, understanding what it is that you're attracted to and who you're attracting. This could be something that comes through and is very Piscean in a way, like Pisces is all about transcendence, love, compassion, unconditional love, oneness, forgiveness. So it wants to bring an ease into relationships, a harmony. It wants to bring an opportunity to forgive relationships. So in this transcendent energy, they've been bringing through a love story this week, and it's an energy that doesn't really. This story is really not based in any time, place, or space, really. It's kind of exists more in the quantum realm, so it could be an energy from the past, the present, or the future. But there's something to do with this story. It may not necessarily mirror a situation in life at this moment in time, but potentially there is a message somewhere in this story that can connect to your soul, and then we will look at the higher message here, like what's actually going on. So there is a story that's coming through. So let's see. This is very high vibrational energy that is coming in. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to pull 5 cards and I'll put them up on the screen for you. The Page of Wands, interesting. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, okay, the Hanged Man, and the Star. Okay, the Star did come out for you. Beautiful. I love it. This star energy is really absolutely beautiful. And at the base, we've got the 9 of Wands. So I do feel like there is a relationship here. It's very compatible with both the King and Queen of Pentacles. But it's kind of like, what do these two people, what are they looking for on this earth? They're the King of Earth, the Queen of Earth. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Not gender specific, but it's like these two people have come together in this lifetime on this earth and saying, okay, we're spirits here having this earthly experience. What is it that we need? What is it that we need to survive, to thrive? What are our physical needs? What are our financial needs? What do we need in terms of home? What is it that I really need here? Why have I come here on this earth for? And what do I get? What do we get from each other? But it almost feels like that there's a sense of a common goal with these two people. Like our needs are somehow intertwined, somehow connected, like they kind of feel very similar, like these two people have got very similar needs. So that's something that's coming through. But it's almost like they came with all these expectations. It's a sense of feeling like they've got this connection to the earth or connection to each other or connection to what it is that they know they want, but it's sort of like it didn't quite flourish in the way that it needed to flourish. Things didn't come that they needed. And so there was a little bit of growth. Perhaps it came and it felt like exciting and new, and it was like, yeah, this is going to grow into something that feels really great. It's what we both need. And then there's this sense of it didn't happen, or there was delays around it, or there's some kind of stagnation that comes through. And so there was this sense of reevaluation, perhaps seeing something from a very different perspective, having to potentially have some patience, be very, very patient with things didn't grow in the direction that they wanted at the pace that they wanted, perhaps. But then it's a sense, then in comes the star, the beautiful star that says, I'm going to guide you in the right direction. Perhaps what it is that you've been looking for and where you've been looking for this hasn't been the right place, or perhaps it hasn't been the right time or space. But these two people are now being very strongly guided into a new direction that can fulfill their needs. So both of their needs, it seems really important that both of their physical needs are important here. So it's been a long, potentially like quite the journey. We've got the wounded warrior here with the Nine of Wands. It's like it's been, you've had to fight, or it's had to like overcome challenges that have come here, and so there potentially is a bit of a soul weariness that comes through with it. Yet there is this strength of this connection of both the Queen and the King of Pentacles. Feels like they've got a lot to offer here. They've got a lot that hasn't really, like what's going on internally or with this connection hasn't really manifested into all that it needs to be, or they want it to be at this moment in time. But it feels like suddenly the potential is there. Even though there's this weariness, the potential is there. With the Star, this is hope being restored. This is potentially wishes coming true, feeling like all those things that you wanted to happen and didn't happen, it's like suddenly feeling like, oh, that now seems possible. So it's opening up to new possibilities, which is what we're seeing here. And again, they're connecting me to the stars, both of the stars. One is up there in the sky with the star guiding you, a message from spirit. But that's connecting you to your inner starlight of the Eight of Shells, the star that lives within your intuition, within your emotions, within you, that unique energy within you. And so at this moment in time, this is kind of like the higher message of it, Gemini. At this moment in time, you are being very, very strongly guided by spirit. And I'm feeling this, like it's like a light cord between your center, something that's happening within you, and this star that's guiding you up here, this higher energy. So it feels very much like potentially there's a second chance energy, or that things that you were hoping for that never transpired or didn't quite kind of live up to expectation now have an opportunity to grow, and you might be you might be led into new areas or new horizons when it comes to understanding how these things can grow and how your needs can be met at this moment in time. So it's very much to do with the earth as well. So these things they're saying are related to like Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energies, like earth energies, to do with like success in business, or success in your job, or success with money, or just something around your health, or something to do with your work and career, or something to do with where you're living, even to do with like relationships, the physical needs of a relationship. There's something around that that's coming in. So that is important for whatever reason. Those things are coming up. So it feels like you're being very, very strongly guided, but they keep saying it's like there needed to be a passage of time before some of these seeds were ready to flourish and grow. And where you thought they were going to grow and flourish might be going to be guided to a different place. So that's the message for the week, Gemini. To see if there's anything else coming through. So this is kind of like a time of moving forward slowly, very grounded. It's a time for harvest. And sorry, Gemini, I got interrupted by a phone call, and then another star turned up. Star, my cat. It's like magic editing. So you've got 3 stars now. You've got the Eight of Shells, the starfish in the Eight of Shells. You've got the star card, and you've got Star the cat. So that is, it's like a pyramid. It's like a triangle of stars, and it's got this sense of sacred geometry to it, that there's something really important guiding you at this moment in time, which is really beautiful. This could be very lucky, very, very lucky time for you where things are aligning. So that's a really beautiful energy to come through, Gemini. So it feels exciting, but it all comes from within you with this beautiful nightingale energy of what feeds your soul, brings joy to your soul, that you're wanting to express, that can have this deep sense of renewal that comes in. And then that's something that is it's wanting to kind of start to flourish in your life at this moment in time. So that's it, Gemini. In celebration of this beautiful Venus in Pisces energy, I do, and Valentine's Day on February the 14th, I do have 14% off selected readings, love readings, and some general readings, because I know not everybody's into the love readings. So that is happening until February the 14th. If you're interested in that, the link for that will be in the description box below. I do apologise for the cicadas. They're really loud. They're just going to sound like a buzz, but there's nothing I can do about it at this moment in time. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Gemini, because that lets YouTube know that you support the channel, helps with the growth of the channel. They've changed the algorithm at the moment, so anything helps with helping the channel get back on track, and really appreciate it. So take care, Gemini, and look forward to seeing you next time.